Hello and welcome to Station Plaza Wine Bar. We're here today with Rob McDonald, who's here with the Messenger wines, some really interesting, exciting, and delicious wines from California. And I'll let Rob introduce himself and tell you a little bit about the wines. Welcome.
Thank you, Doria.
Okay.
Well, as Doria said, we're tasting the Messenger wines today. The idea behind the Messenger was born out of spending a lot of time at the tasting bench and always having to make decisions about which wines we're going to use in which components we're going to use in a certain wine. And because of the labeling laws, we have to be really careful what we can blend into a wine, because if you put a little bit too much Merlot in your Cabernet, then you can't call it Cabernet anymore. Or if you put too much from a different region into one region, you can't call it that region anymore. This is very complicated. But the bottom line is that we wanted to make wines without compromises. So we wanted to make the wine that we really wanted to make without having to sacrifice flavor. And that's the bottom line of the Messenger. So here we've got 5 wines. The first one is, contrary to what I've just told you, is actually a single vineyard wine. It's from Red Hills of Lake County. It's a very fresh style Sauvignon Blanc, 100% tank fermented, so there's no oak whatsoever. We kept the wine very cold all the way through fermentation and had it fermenting for a very long period of time. So it's developed some really interesting flavors, and this is a great wine for any food you would squeeze a lime on. Use this for. Chardonnay, again, our emphasis is on balance and freshness. This is 85% tank fermented Chardonnay, again no oak, and 15% of it is really top quality Russian River barrel fermented, full on rich, knock your socks off Chardonnay. And when you put the two together, you end up with a delicious fresh fruit style, but with layers of complexity at the back. And so this is really good with some of your meatier dishes, some of those heavier fishes, and really good as it opens up in the bottle too. The red wine is, as it's stated, a red wine. It's a very juicy red blend. It's equal thirds of Grenache, Petit Syrah, and Barbera. And again, the emphasis here is on flavor and balance. It's a fantastic barbecue wine. Just a wine to sip, or I like to chill it down a little bit too, and have it in the warmer weather. The next one's the Cabernet. This is from a higher altitude vineyard that makes I like to call it mountain fruit. So it's got real intensity of flavor, but fine tannins and a mid-weight Cabernet. So it's not a big, heavy wine. And then it's got a little bit of older Merlot blended in. And what that does is it marries the two, the more mature flavors that you get with the Merlot with the younger, fresh flavors of the Cabernet, and so you get a much more enjoyable flavor experience. And then the lucky last here is the Merlot. This is a Merlot with a bit of meat on it. It's not a wimpy, retiring Merlot. It's about 50-50 Napa and Sonoma fruit, with just a little bit of Cabernet in it, which really focused the flavors nicely. And so this, I would encourage you to have this Merlot with your, a nice big steak or whatever rich foods you enjoy, because it's got the meat on its bones to handle the flavors. So thank you very much. Enjoy.
Thank you very much to stop by at the Station Plaza Wine Bar. Thanks.
Thank you.